Hello, happy people. Okay, so I'm back with another video, and I thought that it would be kind of cool to do a project. Oh no, I thought that it would be kind of cool to do a video about some of the products that I've hit pan on. I bought a lot of makeup and now I'm trying to use it up because I realized I bought too much of it. And so I've been trying to stop purchasing makeup and just strictly use up what I have. And in the process of doing that, I've hit pan on a lot of different things. So I want to show you all what I've hit pan on. I'm going to go in the order in which I do my makeup. So I do start off with a facial primer. The first one I want to talk about is the Revlon Photo Ready Prime and Anti-Shine. This is what the packaging looks like. It does come with a sponge. Sorry, my sponge is pretty dirty. And that's the pan that's in there. I don't know if you can really see it or not. So that's, you can see how much pan I hit. I really just have edges and corners left and then that little dip right there. So once I finish up with that, I'll be happy to be done with this. I don't really like it that much. I don't really think it works. It's okay, but I've used better primers. I guess it's supposed to keep your face matte and everything. It doesn't do anything, so I'm just using it up just to be using it up. So that's one product. The second primer, this is one that I got when I was in Moldova, and I think if you look at one of my older videos, you will see that I was using this primer. I'm still still using it. It's almost done. I think it's like maybe down to here now. And I'm gonna just keep squeezing the tube until it gets completely empty. I do use this when I travel. It does make my face really matte in the beginning. I've only used it with a really good foundation, which I'm gonna talk about, and it works, but I don't know if it's the foundation that is keeping my face matte or if it's actually this primer. I've used this primer with other foundations too. And it just worked okay. So I really think it's the foundation that works, but I use it when I'm on the road traveling and it helps out. The next primer I have is the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Face Primer. I don't really think this does anything either. It feels good when I put it on. It's kind of moisturizing or whatnot. It's one of those air thingies where like after you use it, the thing goes up. And when I look in here, it kind of looks like it's up to about like maybe here. So I was using this on an everyday basis for a while, but then I started using that Revlon one just because I'm trying to use it up. But it's an okay primer. I don't think it adjusts the tone of my face or anything like that. I got it because it was in particular to those who have dark spots and things like that, and I have hyperpigmentation around my mouth, and I think maybe my eyes a little bit, not under my eyes but my eyelids or whatnot. So yeah. And I put on a little bit of makeup today, so decided it'd be only fitting to film in makeup when I'm talking about makeup. So yeah, so a lot of times when I put my primer on, I'll set it with a translucent setting powder. The one that I'm using right now is from Essence. It's All About Matte, and it's going to be really hard to show you this, but it's pretty much all crumbled up. And let me see if you can see what's left. So yeah, it's all crumbled up. I don't really know how to really show what I have left in here. It's gonna get pretty messy if I move it around too much, but I'm gonna scoot everything over to like one side. It's pretty much become like a loose powder now to me. So I scoot everything over to one side. So there's like really major pan in there. So I'm pretty excited. This is actually my first translucent powder I'll be using up. And I should get like maybe 5 to 10 more uses out of this. Only because it's a powder now. It has a lot of kick up, which I think is part of the reason why. Oops, I got powder everywhere now. It has a lot of kick up, which is why I think it was really easy to hit pan on. Don't think I would repurchase it just because I don't really feel like I need it, but I mean I might if I needed another, because I like setting my my primer before I put my foundation on because I have super oily skin. So it wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst, so I might repurchase it. And then I'm also using the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder to set my primer too. I just kind of been going between the two, and then I ended up hitting pan on that one first. So that's all of my facial primers I'm using right now. Foundations, I don't like this foundation. It's what I'm wearing right now. but I have it mixed with like another foundation. I'm not the biggest fan of this. It's too red on me, but it's the Sephora Perfecting Cover Foundation. It's supposed to be ultra high definition. This is the product. I don't really care for it myself. I'm like about halfway through with it. I've tried to mark how I've been using it up. So the first mark is here. I probably should put a second mark here. I think I did this mark back in maybe November, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, I don't really care for this. It's not my favorite. It makes my face look really, really red, and I don't like that. I like to look more natural. Let me see if I can adjust my lighting. There we go. I felt like that looked too light in that. So now this looks too dark. Hold on. Yeah, I think that's better. But anywho, I just feel like I look too red with this on, so I can't wait till I'm done using it. What I've been doing is using a foundation that's a little bit lighter here, and then literally just do like I've been doing. Oh, it has a pump, which is nice. I squirt like just a little strip here and here, and then to cover my hyperpigmentation here, and like one dot on my forehead. But I don't know, it seems like it's gonna take forever for me to get rid of this, but I'm just kind of ready to be done with it. It's not my favorite, which is so weird because when I used it when I was back in Moldova, it was kind of like my holy grail, and it lasted all day. So I don't know, I've tried it with a lot of different primers, a lot of different setting powders, and up to this point, this is the best I can get it to look for a long period of time. So yeah, I've had this on all day. I did touch up my face a little bit of powder before I started the video, but I've had this on since the beginning of the day. Now, my absolute favorite foundation up to this point has been the CoverGirl All Day Flawless 3-in-1 foundation. I absolutely love this. I am in the color, oh, I didn't tell you the color of the Sephora. It annoys me in videos when people don't say the color, so I'll make sure I say it. It's in deep fawn, and that's 60, I don't know if I can get it to focus. I don't know how that works. Oh, that didn't work, so I'm gonna just read it to you. I'm in the color Deep 65. And then in this CoverGirl Queen All Day Flawless, I'm in the color Q860, and that's Rich Mink. This product is very interesting. When I first tried it out, I hated it. I applied it with a sponge, and it was just very streaky and blotchy on my skin, and I was just like, this stuff is horrible. And I put it away, got, tossed into my makeup bag and made it to the bottom. And then one day I was going through it and I was like, man, let me try this foundation again. And I tried it with a brush, and oh my God, every time I wear this foundation, I look like my skin is just airbrushed. I look so fresh and clean and healthy and glowy, and always get compliments on how beautiful my skin is every time I wear this foundation. So if you haven't tried this, I highly, highly recommend it. Like, love this foundation. Next time you see me in a video, I'll probably be wearing this. And I have a lot of backups of it. Don't judge me, but I have a whole lot of backups of this because at one point I thought it was getting discontinued, and I'm like, I can't afford to have a foundation that doesn't match me because this is like my skin in a bottle, and I love it so much. It goes on as a liquid, it dries down as a powder. They say it's the lasting power of a powder, which it is, coverage of a concealer, which it is, blendability of a foundation in one, which it is, shine free, and specifically designed for darker skin tones. I feel like this was made just for me. Love this foundation. And matter of fact, I'll probably end up doing a whole separate video on this because I've went through so many. Anywho, I'm gonna do a video on this because I like this foundation. I know it's really old, but I like it. Next is Black Radiance. They have a concealer stick, and this is where I'm at with it. I am in the color 8003. This is the dark one. I also have a lighter version of it that I haven't used that much. This I use, say that I just need to quickly cover up my hyperpigmentation and then want to do something else on my face. I normally put this on because it's easy to draw on and then blend out. Not much to say about it. It's okay. I'm gonna move on to face powder. So after I put my liquid on, then I set my face with powders. Honestly, most of my stuff I'm gonna talk about is drugstore. I just don't spend a lot of money on makeup. I don't know, never really have. I think the most expensive makeup I have is like the Fenty foundation, and that I got at a discount. So a lot of my stuff is very drugstore, very affordable. So my first powder that I really, really love. So when I put And these are my trade show, i.e. work makeup. This primer, this liquid foundation, and then this powder I use to set it. So the powder is the Black Radiance Pressed Powder, Oil Free Formula, and I'm in the color Ebony. And let me show you how much pan I've hit on here. Look at that. All I have is like the edges left. And I've actually used up a whole nother one of these before. I really enjoy this powder, and I will be purchasing it again once I run out. The other powder I've been using, this one is the Black Radiance Powder Enriched Mahogany. I actually recently just hit pan on this. I believe I just hit pan on it yesterday morning, and I kind of used that with this foundation. And as you can see at the top there, just a little bitty incy piece of pan is showing there. So, oh, I covered some up. So these 3 little dots here is the pan that I hit on it. I'm so excited about this. Like, I didn't think I was gonna find another Black Radiance powder that I like. It's kind of nice to have. They have like a range of different colors, which is pretty cool. The next powder I hit pan on is this e.l.f. finishing powder. It's in the color Deep. So let me show you that. Cover up the mirror like everyone does. I recently hit pan on this. Got a little peeping pan there, and you can see it's a little dip. It took me about maybe 3 or 4 months to hit pan on this. I was watching another lady, the Mind Catcher, that's her name, TMC I believe. I was watching her do the e.l.f. review, and I have the e.l.f. The liquid version of this in this line or whatever, Beautiful Bear I believe, but I didn't really care for that foundation. It's not my shade, but this powder is awesome. This powder it matches my skin tone very, very well. So if I ever put on a foundation that's too light, which I have a lot of and I'm still trying to use up, but I'll use this powder on top of it to even it out and make my skin tone, make it look like my skin tone. This always helps out to darken up my foundation. So I will be repurchasing this, and it was only $6, so that's a steal. And I really like the packaging. It's super cute, and it has like a mirror here up top. It's like a nice, really big mirror or whatever. Like, it's really nice. So that's powders that I've hit pan on. Now I'm gonna move on to eye products. Recently I hit pan on this product. I'm seeing a theme here with LA Colors. I'm not gonna lie, man, they're pretty good. So this is the little eyeshadow palette that I have from them. It was only $2. I think I got it last year during like Christmas. I just recently found another version of this palette, but it's like darker shades. It has like dark blues and dark greens and golds, and it's just so pretty. And this is a really good formula. I'm shocked I don't have it on today. I wish I had of, you know, for the video or whatever, but this shade right here I hit pan in, and it is really, really nice. Like, I love how this looks with like a dark blue in my outer corner. Beautiful. I like the formulation on these eyeshadows. They last all day, and they're really affordable. The second one, this bad boy is tried and true. I got it for $1 at the Dollar Tree, and let me see. I've had this for a long time. I travel with this. This is one of my travel eyeshadow palettes. I like it because it's small and compact. This little brush might fall out, but this is a shade right here that I hit pan on right here, and I don't know what it's called. They don't have colors, but I've hit pan on this shade here and then this shade here. This I use as a lid. I only have just a little corner left here, and I hit pan on this one, which is a darker color that I use sometimes all over the lid, or I used to use it really just to blend out my crease. So I really enjoy this palette, and I might purchase it again. I kind of got some dips going too in this shade right here. See if you can see that. I got a dip going in this shade right here, and then also in this shade right here at the top. I don't know if you can really see it. Yeah, there you go. There's a little dip here, a dip there. They're really pretty. I like these. So that's that. This bad boy's gonna fall apart though. It's all cracked up and everything. The next blush I have, I hit pan on this. It's a non-branded blush. I got it when I was in Greece traveling in Europe. All it says is blush number 2. So packaging is all scratched up and everything, but yeah, this is the blush I've hit pan on. I think the only reason I've hit pan on it too is because I used to use it as eyeshadow and blush. This took forever to hit pan on, and I've never panned an entire blush. It's going to take me a while to do. I told myself this is going to be a primary blush that I wear during this fall. However, since I'm trying to use up this particular foundation and it makes me really red, wearing a red blush doesn't really help, because this makes this blush you really see on my skin. So I've put it into my travel makeup bag. I travel a lot, like every other week, so I'll put this in that bag to see if I can try to use it up, but I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. And then I have like one single eyeshadow. It's from Golden Rose, another Europe brand. Sorry, I got a lot of Europe makeup because I was in Europe and I'm using that stuff up. So it's the Golden Rose eyeshadow in 210, and it's just a matte dark brown eyeshadow. This one's really good to use to blend out stuff in my crease, and I hit pan on it right there. So I've had that for like a long time too. Another Europe product is my Golden Rose lipstick. It's in the color 23. I really like this color. I think it's beautiful. It's possible that this lipstick is starting to expire because it looks like it's sweating a little bit, so I might have to throw this away after the video, but I do really like this color. It's like a deep wine color on me, and that was my holy grail when I was in Europe. Next is Matte Flirty. This is a lipstick from Milani, Matte Flirty. I really like this one. It's in color 7-1, and this is how much I have left. Now, granted, I'll be honest, I got this used from somebody, so when I started, it was like maybe right here. It was like half left. So if that makes any consolation, I didn't use the entire tube up. However, the fact that I'm almost done with it speaks volumes, because I don't even think I've had it a whole year. I love this color. It really reminds me of this color here. Matter of fact, I wonder, are they pretty much about the same? Let me do a swatch really quick and see if they are about the same. So here is the Golden Rose I'm swatching. And then right next to it, I'm going to swatch the Matte Flirty. Yeah, they're pretty darn similar, if not the same. I could tell that the Golden Rose one is just a little bit deeper, and then the Milani one's a little bit lighter, but that's probably why I like them so much. Yeah, they pretty much look exactly the same. You can barely tell the difference. Yeah, this one's just slightly deeper. Yeah, that's pretty fun. So that's lipsticks. I have a lip liner, again, from a Moldovan brand. I put this top on it from another lip liner, but it's in the color 304, another dark wine color. I'm almost done with it. So excited. My husband's coming home. And that's how that looks. So yeah, I really like this lip liner. So it's pretty similar to the lipsticks that I wear already. Yeah, it matches perfectly with the Milani lipstick that I'm in love with. So yeah, I'm almost done with this. So excited to get this out of my collection as well. And this lip gloss, I've had this thing forever. Like, I may have had it for like 3 years. No, that's a lie. I had it since before I went to Moldova, which was in 14. I've had it a really long time, maybe like 6 years, which is probably expired. I don't know. But I'm almost done using it. I don't know if you can see through the tube here. Let me scrape the sides for you. I'm pretty much done with it. If I put it in my purse and use it as like my everyday lip gloss, I know I'll get through it. So it's one of my favorite colors. I actually put it on today with this video. So really nice. Don't mind the noise in the background. And this is my last product here, and it's a lip exfoliator from e.l.f. and it's in the scent Mint Manic, and I'm pretty much almost done with it. I really like this lip scrub. It's very exfoliating, and it does really get rid of dead skins. And I like the ease of application. You just gotta put it on as if you're putting on lipstick, and then rub it off with the white towel. It's really nice. And I think that's all the products I have for now. I did bring out this too. It's a pack of makeup remover wipes. I have like one left in it, so I'm almost done with that too. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll be bringing out some more videos here soon. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful, awesome, spectacular day. Bye.